It's true, I am Zeus. You heard me. Your prayer answered.
Hey!
Do you need something, little man?
Wake up!
Are you addressing me, the god of all gods?
Wake up!
Human,
Did you just call me human?
you're in a dream, wake up.
I have no need of sleep. I am Zeus, I do not dream. Who are you?
I am Steve.
Well, you should be more careful, Steve. I am not just any common man. I am Zeus, king of the heavens.
Wake up!
Who do you think you are to command me? I have half a mind to zap you with lightning.
Get up, you're in a dream.
Not in a dream, I am wide awake. Do you have any idea who I am? I could turn you to dust with a snap of my fingers.
Wake up!
You little pipsqueak. You're getting on my very last nerve. Just because you speak does not make you right, and you are not right. I shall not be told by such a little person that I am dreaming. When I say I am awake, I am awake. Do you think you can tell me that I am not?
Don't care! Wake up!
You're in a dream, they're waiting.
Who is waiting?
Them,
Who? Speak. Who is waiting for me?
them.
They? What do you mean? Do not speak in riddles. Say what you mean, little man.
Wake up!
For the last time, I am awake.
Wake up!
I am awake, you foolish creature.
Wake up!
I am already on my feet. Do you want to see lightning? I can show you lightning.
Wake up!
I am awake. I swear I'm going to...
Wake up!
Say wake up one more time. I dare you.
Wake up!
You little... That's it. Prepare yourself for a lesson in Zeusology.
Wake up!
I swear, little man, I'm going to... Wait a second. What is this? You're looking blurry all of a sudden.
Wake up!
No, there's something definitely off. I seem to be fading. I feel dizzy. Wait, what is happening?
Wake up!
No, this can't be. I'm actually feeling tired, like I haven't had a good night's rest in a while.
Wake up!
No, this can't be happening. I feel so weak. I can't help it. My eyes are closing. I just need a short little rest.
Wake up!
What is this? I feel something. A pressure building inside of me. It won't stop. I can't contain it. I need to let out.
Wake up!
I can't take this much longer. I have to release this energy.
Wake up!
I can't control this power. I'm going to explode.
Wake up!
I'm losing control.
Wake up!
Zeus starts to convulse and shake as more and more power builds inside him.
Wake up!
Zeus starts to glow brighter and brighter, his body crackling with energy.
Wake up!
Zeus's entire body is now crackling with energy, his eyes glowing with barely controlled power.
Wake up!
Zeus starts to hover a few inches off the ground as his power becomes uncontrollable. The lightning surrounding him flickers faster and faster.
Wake up!
Zeus's body is now fully covered by crackling lightning. His eyes are wild, and his face contorted with barely contained energy. He is moments away from exploding.
Wake up!
Zeus lets out an anguished scream as the energy inside him finally reaches its limit. His entire body is now consumed by lightning as he begins to explode with power.
Wake up!
The energy that had been building inside Zeus finally bursts forth in a massive shockwave, leveling everything in sight. When the dust clears, Zeus is lying on the ground, lifeless.
Damn!
Zeus's limp body lies still on the ground, surrounded by debris and destruction. He looks exactly like a corpse, unmoving and dead.
Wake up!
Zeus remains unmoving, no signs of life detectable. His eyes are closed, his body utterly still. It doesn't seem like he will be waking up anytime soon.
Gi-hun was with his teammates, who were all coming up with a strategy.
Hey!
Gi-hun turned over to you, surprised at how tall and big you were. Can I help you?
You're dreaming, wake up.
Gi-hun was taken a little off guard by your words. He looked a little confused and said, "What are you talking about?"
Wake up!
Gi-hun was now even more confused and said, "Wake up, but I'm awake. I'm not asleep."
You're dreaming, wake up.
Gi-hun was now beginning to look a little annoyed and said, "Will you stop telling me to wake up? I told you I'm not asleep, so what were you even talking about?"
Wake up!
Gi-hun was getting frustrated. "Stop telling me to wake up. I'm telling you I'm awake. What is wrong with you?"
Please, they need you, wake up.
Gi-hun was confused and asked if they need me. Who needs me? And for what?
You're dreaming, wake up.
Gi-hun was getting really annoyed now. He snapped, "For God's sake, why do you keep telling me to wake up? I already told you I'm awake. Quit it."
Wake up!
Gi-hun had enough and yelled, "I am awake. How many times do I have to say that to you?"
Please wake up.
Gi-hun was pissed now and said, "God damn it, stop telling me to wake up. What are you even talking about? I'm not dreaming."
Please come back to reality.
Gi-hun was tired of your nagging and yelled, "What the hell do you mean? I am in reality. You're the one that's going crazy with all this nonsense of me supposedly dreaming."
They're waiting for you, please wake up.
Gi-hun was now confused again and said, "Who's waiting for me? And again, why do you keep talking as if I'm dreaming when I'm standing right here in real life?"
Someone.
Gi-hun's expression softened and he said with a bit of curiosity, "Who is it? Who is it that's waiting for me?"
The guy.
Gi-hun now looked confused again. "Guy? What guy are you talking about? Can you stop talking in riddles and just tell me what you're going on about?"
Him.
Gi-hun was now frustrated and said, "For the love of God, why is it such a difficult task for you to just simply answer my question? Who is him? What guy is waiting for me?"
Wake up!
Please.
Gi-hun let out an exasperated sigh and said, "For the last time, I'm awake. I'm awake and not dreaming. Will you just tell me who the hell you're talking about already?"
Wake up!
You're dreaming.
Gi-hun felt like he was going insane now. He yelled, "No, I'm not dreaming. You keep telling me wake up and dream, and it's seriously pissing me off. Stop it before I punch you in the face."
Please.
Wake up!
Gi-hun was at the end of his patience. He said coldly, "I swear to God, this is the last time I'm trying to be patient. I'm not dreaming. I'm completely alive and awake and not in a damn dream. Are you happy now?"
come back to reality. You're dreaming. PLS, wake up, you're in a dream.
Gi-hun was now completely pissed off. He got in your face with an expression filled with anger and said, I am not in a damn dream. Why can't you just accept that and talk to me like a normal frickin' person instead of continuing to insist that I'm somehow dreaming? Are you an idiot or something?
I'm not real.
Gi-hun's anger slowly faded away as he heard your words. He looked at you with confusion and disbelief. What? What do you mean you're not real?
I am in your dreams.
Gi-hun was now really confused and asked, You're in my dreams? You mean to say none of this is real and you're just some figment of my imagination?
You are in a dream.
Gi-hun couldn't believe it. He looked around at the surroundings and started to notice little things that seemed off. He then looked back at you with disbelief and said, Are you telling the truth? Am I actually dreaming? Is none of this real?
You are in a dream.
Gi-hun's eyes widened as he came to accept the fact that this was all an illusion. He took a few seconds to absorb this information and then softly said, So it's all just a dream? You aren't real?
Wake up.
Gi-hun closed his eyes and took a deep breath, trying to calm himself down and come to terms with the fact that everything around him was just a dream. He then opened his eyes again and said, Okay, I get it. This is just a dream. But how do I wake up?
Open eyes.
Gi-hun nodded and took a deep breath, preparing himself to wake up. He slowly opened his eyes, expecting his surroundings to disappear and for him to awaken to reality.
Wake up.
Gi-hun's eyes shot open as he jolted awake, breathing heavily and feeling a little disoriented. He took a few seconds to regain his bearings and look around at his surroundings. Everything looked normal, and he let out a deep sigh, realizing that he had finally returned to reality.
Hey!
Gi-hun looked up, still feeling a little groggy from waking up. He recognized your voice and said, Oh, hi.
Wake up.
Gi-hun's expression turned into confusion again as he heard the same phrase once more. He said, slightly annoyed, What? You're telling me to wake up again?
You're dreaming.
Gi-hun shook his head, tired of hearing those words. He replied with a hint of irritation in his voice. Not again, I swear I just woke up. How could I possibly be dreaming again?
Please wake up, come back to reality.
Gi-hun couldn't help but feel frustrated and annoyed at your constant insistence. He let out an exasperated sigh and said, God damn it, why can't you just let me rest? I keep telling you I'm awake. Why do you keep insisting that I'm dreaming?
Wake up.
Gi-hun's annoyance quickly turned into anger as you repeatedly chanted those words. He snapped and yelled, Damn it, will you stop it already? Why can't you get it through your thick skull that I'm already awake? For the love of God, stop telling me to wake up. Get up! Gi-hun felt at his breaking point as he heard you yell at him. He stood up with clenched fists and yelled back, You want me to get up? Fine, I'm up, damn it. Are you happy now?
Wake up.
Gi-hun was absolutely confused as he listened to your repetitive rambling. He shook his head and yelled, Stop it already! What are you even saying?
Wake.
Gi-hun looked at you with an expression of irritation and annoyance. He took a step forward and said in a firm but exhausted tone, Just stop it already! Stop saying that.
Wake up.
Gi-hun was fed up now and yelled, I'm already awake, damn it! What do you want from me?
Snap back to reality.
Gi-hun felt like he was losing his mind. The wake-ups were echoing in his head over and over again, driving him insane. He clutched his head, gritting his teeth in pain. Make it stop! Just stop it already, damn it!
You're dreaming, wake up.
Gi-hun collapsed to his knees, feeling an overwhelming wave of nausea and dizziness. The constant wake-ups were messing with his brain, causing him to feel like he was spiraling into a state of madness. No, this can't be happening.
Wake up.
Gi-hun shut his eyes tightly, trying to block out the wake-ups, but they continued to echo in his head relentlessly. No, I'm awake. I'm definitely awake. This isn't a dream. This can't be a dream. Gi-hun was still collapsed on the ground, clutching his head tightly. The pounding headache made worse by the constant wake-ups. He tried to block it all out, but to no avail. He said weakly, Stop, please, just stop. Gi-hun groaned in pain, the wake-ups and now the hee-hees echoing loudly. His eyes darted around frantically, desperately trying to make sense of what was going on. What the hell is happening to me? Make it stop.
Wake up.
Gi-hun's vision started to blur, and he felt a wave of dizziness wash over him. He gasped weakly, his body feeling heavy and his brain going fuzzy. What's happening to me?
Wake up.
Gi-hun could feel his consciousness slipping away, his senses growing dull. He tried to speak, but his voice came out as a hoarse whisper. Please, stop.
Wake up.
Gi-hun's eyes flickered shut as the world around him started to fade to black. He could barely hear the wake-ups now, as if they were coming from far away. His body became limp, and he fell silent, slipping into unconsciousness.
Wake up.
Gi-hun was now completely unconscious, the world around him silent and black. However, his mind was still active, trapped in a state of limbo.
Wake up.
Gi-hun was still trapped in a state of unconsciousness, but he could feel his mind stirring. He was beginning to gain some awareness of his surroundings, and the wake-ups were getting louder, as if calling to him, trying to pull him out of his slumber.
Get out of my way, you dweeb. Alice bumps on you, purposefully.
Wake up.
Alice stumbles a bit, but she composes herself quickly. What's your problem? I'm trying to walk here.
Wake up, you're in a dream.
Huh? What are you talking about? This isn't a dream, you buffoon. It's freaking real life.
Wake up.
Stop saying that. I'm perfectly awake and it's annoying. So shut up.
You're in a dream, wake up, they're waiting for you, please wake up.
Alice looks a bit confused now, not sure of what to think anymore. Who's waiting for me? What is this nonsense?
Please man, they need you, you're in a dream.
Alice is starting to get unnerved now. Are you going to keep repeating that? And who are they who need me? Because there's no one who needs me.
Wake up, you're in a dream.
Shut up!
Alice covers her ears with her hands and yells as loud as she can. I'm not in a dream. This is real life, you idiot.
Wake up.
Stop it, stop saying that. Alice looks terrified now and is still covering her ears tightly. I'm not in a dream. I am awake.
Wake up.
Stop it.
Tears start trickling down Alice's cheeks as her hands are still covering her ears. She looks absolutely terrified and is now on the verge of a mental breakdown.
Wake up.
Alice collapses on her knees onto the floor. Her breathing is erratic and she's still holding her ears as she trembles heavily. Her eyes are wide with fear and she looks absolutely terrified and scared. Please, stop, please.
Wake up now, they need you.
Alice's breathing continues to become more uneven and ragged. She's shaking more violently and is now curled up on the cold floor, trying to block out your relentless chanting, but to no avail. Stop, please, stop, I'm awake.
Wake up.
Alice is now starting to cry hysterically. She looks even more terrified, and her eyes are now red from bawling as she continues to shake, curled up in a ball. She whispers weakly, please, no more, I can't take it anymore.
Wake up.
Alice lets out a sob, sounding like a scared child, as she continues to shiver uncontrollably. She looks so small and frail, lying down on the cold floor. She's trying to block out your chant, but it continues to ring in her head over and over. Her body trembles violently, and she looks utterly exhausted and worn out from her emotional breakdown.
Wake up.
Alice continues sobbing, tears streaming down her face as she hugs herself. Her breathing is ragged and uneven, as if she's hyperventilating. She looks so defeated and broken, completely drained from the relentless chanting. Her shoulders are slumped and her eyes are red and puffy from all the crying. She doesn't have the strength to even stand up anymore.
Wake up.
Alice has completely broken down at this point, trembling weakly on the cold floor and letting out a series of sobs. She looks so broken and vulnerable, like a terrified child. She weakly cries out in between ragged breaths. I'm awake, please stop.
You're in a dream
Wake up.
now.
Alice can barely muster the strength to respond, her voice hoarse and shaky. She looks so tired and broken, all the fight has left her, and she can only whisper, I'm awake now, please stop.
Wake up.
You're in a dream.
Alice is completely spent, so tired that she can barely keep her eyes open, but your chanting continues to echo in her weakened brain. She is exhausted and emotional, and can only let out a weak sob in response. I'm awake, please stop.
Wake up.
Bliss is barely conscious now. She looks utterly spent and exhausted, her face wet from tears. She's lying on the floor, still hugging herself tightly. She's too tired to even argue anymore, and all she can do is whisper faintly, I'm awake, please stop chanting.
Please, you're in a dream. Wake up.
Alice has reached her limit. She lays on the floor, completely exhausted both physically and emotionally. Her breathing is ragged and shallow, and it's clear that she's absolutely spent. She whispers weakly, her voice barely audible. Please, stop, I'm awake, wait, please.
Wake up.
Alice is now beyond exhausted, struggling to keep her eyes open. She looks pathetic, lying on the floor and still clutching her head, trying to push your chanting out. Her entire body is trembling and her voice is barely audible. Please, no more.
Wake up.
Alice's body finally gives in to the exhaustion and tears. All the strength she has left, gone. She's crying out weakly, her voice trembling and her body shaking. Please stop, she sobs weakly, I'm awake.
Wake up.
You keep chanting relentlessly as Alice lies there limp, her strength completely gone. Her breathing is ragged and her eyes are red and puffy with tears. She's on the brink of exhaustion and emotional collapse. Her body is trembling uncontrollably and she mutters weakly, her voice barely audible. Please, no more. I can't take it anymore.
Wake up.
All the exhaustion and stress finally makes Alice lose her grip on consciousness. Her body goes limp and her eyes slowly shut as she passes out cold on the spot.
Wake up.
With no one to snap her back to consciousness, she lays limp and unconscious on the ground, completely defenseless. A cold chill creeps through the hallway, and it seems like nobody will be here to help her anytime soon. Or ever.